And good evening, everyone. I'm Gino Lamont. Well, it's that time of night. We're starting to get in some of those early results for local elections and propositions. Let us begin with proposition results with 17% of precincts reporting. Prop 14, pretty straightforward. If passed, California would continue funding stem cell research by borrowing up to $5.5 billion. Right now, yes is winning with 53%. Meanwhile, Prop 15, which you remember is pretty controversial, razor-thin margin, yes so far right now with 50.3% of the vote. Let's check in with Sarah, who's over at the Storyteller.
Yeah, interestingly, Gino, just looking at some of these early returns, we're seeing that the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, as well as Los Angeles County are voting yes on 52. So that's where some of the race is, pretty narrow right now, just because we're looking at some of those larger areas that are supporting Prop 15. Really interesting, though the rest of the state looks like voting no. Gino.
All right. Prop 16 would ban affirmative action in California. Right now, no is winning with 54% of the vote. So, Sarah, what are we getting on 16?
All right, so 16, let's go, race and civil rights. Okay, so this one was about affirmative action, and once again, some of those more liberal parts of the state, so we're looking at the San Francisco area, Los Angeles area, are in favor of Prop 16, and that's where we're seeing some of those early numbers, although Riverside County, though, hasn't been put on the map just yet, so we're not seeing how we favor it here in Riverside County. Gino.
All right, so for these early results, we're mostly seeing big cities, San Francisco, yes, Sacramento, Los Angeles. Prop 17, if passed, would allow parolees to vote once they're released from prison, but while they're still on parole. What do we know about this so far? 62% yes on that one. Prop 18. This would allow 17-year-olds to vote in certain elections. That decision right now is a close call, with 53% saying no. Having met 17-year-olds, I can see why some folks might be leaning that way. Prop 19. This is what's known as the Portable Tax Break Initiative. Essentially would allow Californians over the age of 55 to transfer their property tax assessment on their current home to the new home that they purchased. And it's winning with about 53% of the folks saying yes. Prop 20 reclassifies certain crimes as felonies, which essentially makes more crimes felonies. Right now, no is winning on that one with 64% of the vote. And then finally, Prop 21 is rent control. Local governments can enact rent control on some housing. No is currently winning with 58% of the vote. That's a quick check of some of the numbers that are in now. Join us in 30 minutes. We'll have lots more for you coming up, including our local council races. Stick around. We'll